Hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be finishing up how to start a YouTube channel, just because Friday's video was getting really long and I didn't want you guys to be overwhelmed with the information, the tips that I was giving you. So I'm going to finish up the last 8 through 12 tips that I'm giving you. You can go back to that other video and watch it. That way you know exactly what the tips were and how I dove deep into what they were, okay? So let's go into 8. 8, we talked about remember the basics. And by remember the basics, I mean you want to have a good YouTube thumbnail. I created a video on this on Tuesday on how to create a YouTube thumbnail. You can go check that out, and I showed you exactly how you can do this. And that's one way that will get people's attention to click on your YouTube. And this is YouTube, on your YouTube video. That way your views go up, your likes go up, and subs go up. That's something that will help grow your channel, okay? The title is key. If your title is not catchy or something that is enticing for your audience, then they probably won't click on it. A lot of creators and some people recommend sometimes doing clickbaity content. I think it depends on what it is that you're doing. If you're going to be clickbaity, definitely give what you were saying into it. But at the same time, I don't really appreciate, this is my personal opinion, when I click on something and they say something on there, or there's something that's said, but it is completely a fabrication or it's not true. It sometimes, depending on how they present it, I kind of get like, okay, well, that's not what I thought this video was about. This is not what I thought it was about. So then you'll tend to exit out of it, because if you're looking for something specific, you want that to be addressed, especially if it said it in the title, you want that to be shared with you. You also want to have the quality of the video. So this goes back to the editing of it. You want to make sure you have a quality video that's put out, okay? So, like I talked about in the last video that I cut it off because it was too long, okay? That was a last minute decision that I did, but I'm still going, I did that because I realized I wanted to be a high quality video for you that you can digest. And I realized if I keep going too long, I'll kind of lose you in that. I typically like watching YouTube videos that I can easily look at and digest and kind of look through content and go through. So that's kind of why I cut it off, was like, let's split it up into 2 videos. The other thing with the quality of the video is the sound. We talked about this with the mic. Quality is also with the picture, with how you're looking at it, the lighting. We talked about this with the equipment and the O-ring. So there's different things that go into the quality of the video. Of course, when you're just starting a YouTube channel and you're starting out, you may not have the money to invest, so don't freak out. Use natural lighting to make a quality video, okay? That's completely okay. The other thing you want to remember is your tags. Tags are at the bottom. When you upload the video, you want to keep it relevant to your video. So in this video, it's how to create a YouTube channel. I'd be putting in tags like how to create a YouTube channel, creating a YouTube channel, how to start a YouTube channel, how to start a YouTube channel in 2020, how to create a YouTube channel in 2020. So all those are related to it. But I would not be putting in how to create a thumbnail, how to create a custom thumbnail. That was in the previous video I talked about on Tuesday, or how to edit a video. Even though I'm talking about editing a video in here, I wouldn't necessarily put that tag in there because it's not the main topic of the video. The main topic of the video is how to create a YouTube channel. And I'm giving you 12 tips to do that, okay? So that's the tags, and that is going back to the basics. So let's go on to 9. 9 is you want to be yourself. This may sound cheesy or cliche, but it's so true. Especially when you're starting out, it's hard to find yourself or figure out exactly what you want to be doing in the videos. And you can see that when you go back to my old videos, they're very cringeworthy, and I really didn't have a voice on how I wanted to speak to you or how I wanted to carry myself on camera. And once I started getting more comfortable in the camera, more comfortable presenting my content, and more comfortable in knowing what I'm saying, it kind of became a lot easier on camera, especially just practicing. Put the camera up and start speaking to it, because it can be hard. Especially, let's say if you're talking, like I want it to be like I'm talking to you. Like I'm not sitting there staring at myself when I'm talking. I'm talking to you on the camera, so you can see where the eyes go as well, okay? The other thing with being yourself, I kind of talked about this, the other tips, bring people along in your journey. So when you're starting a YouTube channel, you don't have a following, you don't have people that are liking or subscribing your videos like that. So you want people to know kind of what you're doing, what is the journey? Like, what is it that you're going on? And I started doing that now. So like with my Instagram account, it's not to the level I want it to be at. Neither is my YouTube channel. But guess what? I know information, and I know exactly how I'm growing my YouTube channel, and I have been growing my YouTube channel, or not YouTube channel, but Instagram account. And I'm actually able to provide those tips. And so once I actually knew how to gain more momentum and growth and actually find potential customers on my Instagram, and I was getting customers, I was like, okay, I'm going to create a course for that. So I provided that information for people so they could actually go figure out how they can do that. And I know that they're going to find quality from that and find information that they need for their business. Let's see. 10, engagement. Engagement can be on different platforms as well. So one, engagement on the YouTube platform itself. You want to go to other YouTube creators, not ones that have maybe huge accounts. You want to go to smaller ones, and you can actually engage with their videos and like and comment, have them come. Or you can actually go to bigger content creators, ones that are more aligned with what you're doing, and go into the comments section and look and find people's questions or comments they've left, something that would be related to, or you can address it. And that way when they look at it, they're like, this was great information, or you know, that was a great thought you had. I want to go check out this person's channel. What are they all about? Because if you were just to comment, like, check out my channel, this is what I do, like for like, sub for sub, that's not necessarily getting people that are interested in you and your content. You want to build a channel that actually is growing and is enticing people to join, that is in your audience. Because if you have people that are subbing, which in the beginning when I first started, I would put it into there was this program I used, and you would get subs or get likes on your YouTube video, and you know what? Sure, it would get you likes, but guess what? When you look at your analytics, it makes it look like the video is not performing very well, because they would, excuse me, because they would click on it, like it, and exit out. So there was no view duration on it. There was no time spent on the video. There was not actually people who were wanting to see my content and actually learning from it. So my analytics were really bad on my YouTube channel, and this actually affects it. And it's changing now because of that. I took that off and I don't do that anymore. But it affected it, and I was getting discouraged. I was like, people don't like this video. People's not liking this content. But in fact, it wasn't true. It was because of the stuff I was using. I wasn't actually building organically. And so that is one thing I would say for sure with the engagement. Be genuine with your engagement, and don't necessarily do the sub for sub, likes for likes, and stuff like that. And then also with engagement, you can go on your other social media accounts, say you use Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and you can actually engage with your followers there, and or type in certain hashtags related to the video you published or whatever, and leave comments on, comments, or address the question, or have an insightful thought, something that gets them, okay, I want to go check out who this person is. I want to know what they're about. And then when they land on your profile, because on your profile you'll be providing content that is interesting to them and interesting to your audience, they'll be like, I want to go check out this YouTube channel. I want to follow them. Oh, I want to check out this video that they just posted a clip of on their Instagram account, for example. That's what I like to do. So there's lots of ways you can get engagement and build it up organically by doing that, okay? By being genuine. And it's not something that happens overnight. This is something that does take time, and you have to be willing to put in the effort. Say you have 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Take those 5 minutes to go do something, and go leave a comment, leave a question, something like that gets someone to come engage with you, come look at your content. 11. Let's talk about how many videos you should be publishing. First off, and the most important thing I realized, is being consistent. If you don't have a consistent schedule, it also is hurting you, because the YouTube algorithm likes a consistent schedule. When I first started, I was spastic all over the place. Like I said in the video on Friday, in the first 7 tips, I was spastic all over the place, and I didn't have a schedule for my videos. And that was really hurting my channel. And 2, my audience wasn't looking forward for anything, because I wasn't like, okay, this is what I'm doing in next week's video. This is what I'm doing on Tuesday or Friday, or whatever schedule you choose for your channel when you're starting your YouTube channel. So it really depends on what you can do. Are you able to do 1 video a week? Are you able to do 2 videos a week? I know some people that do 3 videos a week. It really depends on what you want to be doing. Now, of course, I don't necessarily just focus 100% on my YouTube channel. That's not just my one goal for one stream of income. I do coaching on the side, I could develop courses, and I help people grow their business. So I spend a lot of time doing that. So I don't have 7 days a week to create a YouTube video. So this is why I do 2 videos a week, and I've realized it's easier for me to do the Tuesday's tip on the fly, do the shorter one, and then do the one for a Friday Curiosities video. So that was just what I realized worked for me. So you have to realize what works for you and what works for your schedule and what's going around and what kind of commitment you want to put into it. The other thing I want to say with how many videos, if you post, I tried it with the starting a blog series. I published, I think it was like 4 or 5, maybe 6 videos in a row. And my engagement, it did spike, it did go up, but ultimately it didn't really do anything. I've noticed that because I've been consistent the past month, almost 2 months now, it's actually growing more consistently and more steady because I'm actually putting it out at a consistent time and being consistent with my content, and that's better for my audience as well. So, 12. The last tip, it's so basic, but it's so true. You just have to start. You have to decide, okay, this is something that is going to benefit me. This is something that's going to benefit my business. This is something that's going to benefit my audience. I know I can provide information for them, so I'm just going to do it. And it can be nerve-wracking, it can be hard, it can be frustrating, especially, I promise you, the first video you do is not going to be phenomenal. You go look at my first videos, they are very cringeworthy, and I am deeply embarrassed by them, but I leave them up because I hope people learn from them and realize and see where I came from and where I am at now. And of course, where I'm at now, I want to be a year or 2 years from now, I want to be even better speaking on camera, even better presenting information to you so you understand things better. So I do practice every time I get on camera. This is also practicing for me, getting better every time. So I provide you better content, better information, and loud motorcycle, and better ways I edit my videos and stuff like that. So it's more interesting for you to look at. So with that being said, let me just review 1 through 12 so you know everything we talked about in Friday's video as well. So you know all the tips you can use so you can start your own YouTube channel today. So the first one is start with your network. That means reaching out to people you already know. 2, don't compare yourself to other creators, because guess what? They're not where you are at, and guess what? They started somewhere as well. So don't fret and don't worry about it. 3, what's the purpose of your channel? Know why you're creating it. Know what the reasoning is. 4, the equipment you want to be using. What equipment are you using? 5, creating awesome content. Focus on that. That is what your audience is going to be liking, especially because they're going to be getting value from it. You want to give them something to look forward to and that they get information from, they feel happy from, or they got value from, like this. I hope you actually found these 12 tips helpful to start your YouTube channel. 6, we talked about editing and editing tips and editing software I like to use. 7, we talked about planning your content. 8, we talked about remembering the basics, so don't forget the simple stuff because that's what's going to help grow your channel. 9, we talked about being yourself, being genuine on the camera. Don't worry about, the small simple things. 10, engagement. You can get engagement on the YouTube channel itself or go to other social media platforms and get people to go on YouTube. 11, how many videos you should publish. We talked about that. 12, just starting. I just want you to remember, you've heard this before, it is not a sprint, it is a marathon. And then I kind of want you to think about it when you're doing your channel. Just think about, why do you watch other YouTube creators? Why do you subscribe to them? What makes it interesting about them to watch? And kind of put that into your channel. And that's kind of what I try to do with mine. Like thinking about why I watch certain creators or what I do, and then I try to make it my own so that way people get interested and are interested and like it. So hopefully if you are still watching this, I have a question for you. Why do you want to start a YouTube channel, and what tip or tips did you find most helpful to start your YouTube channel? If you know exactly what you're going to be doing, awesome. I'm super excited for you. Go start your YouTube channel, and make sure you give a thumbs up if you learned exactly how to start your YouTube channel, and share this with someone else who could use this information. And I will see you in next week's video, like I said, and we'll talk about how to use Instagram for a Sensei consultant. And make sure you subscribe, and I will see you Tuesday. Yep, that's it. All right, have a wonderful weekend.